Okay, here we are, and here it is, finished, done and dusted. And what do you think, guys? You can probably tell that I am pretty pleased with it. Like, it's turned out like better than I could ever have imagined. God, it seems like such a long time ago that I started this, and like I never imagined it would be anything like this. But I wanted to thank you guys because without the suggestions and the input from you guys, it would never have turned out the way it has. So I want to run through like all the changes. There are quite a few changes. I want to run through the changes with you, give you a good old look around, and then we can say goodbye and we'll be off to Omega Land. I'm so excited to get onto the Omega. Okay, right. I'm actually going to pause this because I want to show you this when it goes to nighttime, because this just looks awesome at night. But a few things. Okay, so where should we start? I left the airship hangar in because, frankly, it's just too cool to get rid of, even though it causes me a bit of a nightmare here. But you know, it's what it is. Never mind. This airport, I forget. There were so many people who commented and made suggestions that I was going to write down all the people and give them shout outs, but it was just too many. So the airport suggestion was just awesome, and I spaced them out. And I think spacing them out just makes it look brilliant. So I thought I'll space out a couple of warehouses as well. I decided I'd keep the train, and I put in the German train station, which I think just goes perfectly in there. Love that. The futurized airplanes are just awesome. And I've got to show you, because they have a flight path, and I've kind of never really paid attention. I'm going to crank it up. I'm going to try and show you because it's so cool. Because what happens is the flight path comes like across here, and then they do a banking turn and dive down, and then just here, they actually fly underneath the maglev. Like, I've got to try and like catch one and show you because it's just awesome. Oh no, it's gone dark. It's gone dark. We'll never see it in the dark. Oh look, there's one taking off. I see, and it goes under the fence. But when they come round, they're a bit too high, and they like duck underneath the fence. I will show you at some point, but I want to show you this now. No laser fences, I'm afraid. The laser fences I tried. I have spent hours on this, trying all kinds of things, and I did try and put the laser fences in, but it just wasn't happening. But how about instead spotlights all the way round? I think that looks just fabulous. And putting these maglevs in, I think has made the fence look even better. I didn't think that would look good, but I think that looks fantastic. Love this. All the spotlights all the way along the perimeter. It's the same on the other side as well. And then I put in electronics here, and I managed to squeeze in. I was amazed. I managed to squeeze in 3 processor factories, and I like the color scheme is just perfect. Couldn't believe it when I put them in, and like at night, it all lit up this like blue. It's like perfect. I mean, it couldn't be any better. This I love. All the lights along here. And I took out some of the bridges because I actually took the roof off because I've been playing around with this. And I was actually going to show you, I was actually going to take the roof off again and show you without the roof on, because it does look awesome without the roof, I've got to say. But putting the roof back on is actually a nightmare, so I'm just not going to do it, because literally it would take me a couple of hours just to put the roof back on. So that's not happening. I have spent so many hours on this, it's unbelievable. Okay, what else? Like I managed to futurize the whole of the perimeter, which is how I got the spotlights, by putting in a mixture of maglevs and ground scrubbers and just spacing them out. I managed to get the whole thing done. And I'll just quickly show you the futurization map. And as you can see, it like just covers the whole of the perimeter. And it's the same over here. So that's all done. Now, obviously, I did take out the water towers. I listened to you guys, and I didn't like them either. So they went. The maglev, obviously, a lot of you guys love the maglev, so that I put that in, and I decided, well, we'd do the whole maglev test track. So they put it all the way around. That's a continuous loop all the way around. That's excellent. But I do like the water towers, like in certain spots. So we've got one up here, right? And I put in a cliff road. I'll show you this during the day because you can see it better. But I put in this cliff road, and oh man, like that was not easy to put that road in. But I'll show you in the daylight when you can actually see it properly. On the other side, he says, losing control of the camera. On the other side, I'll see, I'll get too excited. On the other side, I've put a couple more radar stations, like on the highest points, so that they can get good radar coverage of the whole area. This side, I mean, the other side looks fantastic, but this side looks good too. Now, you'll see that there are some trees on this side, and that's because every time I chop them down, they grow back. The darn things. You know, I used to have to keep planting trees, you know, because of pollution. Now I have to chop the damn things down. It's never ending. I'd spend my SimCity life gardening. Nightmare. Okay, what else? You know, that might be. I played around with so many things. Oh, that's the garbage dump. I stuffed the garbage dump in there just with an atomizer because I wanted to. I had it over here. First of all, I had it over here. That garbage dump has been like everywhere. I've demolished so many garbage dumps and police stations and clinics and everything. But anyway, it was over here, and then I moved it because I put the airport in. So I put it over here, and then I knocked it down again because I put the electronics factories in. So it ended up over here, and I got it on this corner because I didn't want it like square. And I actually kind of like the way that looks there. That's pretty cool. One other thing that I had to do, I played around with these roads, and I was, you know, putting tunnels under the road and all kinds of stupid things. And then eventually I had to hook them back up again because they need an electricity to supply to provide the searchlights. And they look so good. Really pleased with that. Okay, it's I guess the moon's up. There's a really good shot from over here. I might use this. If this is the right time of night, nonsense. The moon's gone. The moon actually sits there from this side, and you get really good. It's gone up there now. It's like, yeah, it's like 12 o'clock. It's down here, and I think I can get some pretty good shots of that for the album when I do the album. Okay, what else? What else? Yeah, I spent a lot of time on this, and it's a bit different when we go inside. Switch that off. And like the biggest difference probably is that I have lined the walls. Oh, and look at these have got little red lights on because everything's powered up and everything now. It's very cool. But I've lined the walls, so now you get these concrete bits, and I've done it in. This is why I wanted to show you with the roof off, because I've done it in kind of an interesting way. If we go over here, oh, and I'll tell you about that. I'll put some extra buildings in, but we'll come to that. Now, can I actually show? Can you see that this is all lined with curves and all kinds of shapes? It's very, very cool. If I wish I'd taken some shots when I had the roof off, but I thought no, I'll put the roof back on, then I'll show you, and then I'll take the roof off, and no, not going to happen. But yeah, there's all kinds of nooks and crannies around the walls, which just look fantastic, and all these red lights everywhere. Get some fantastic shots down here now. But man, I lost a lot of hours playing around down here because, like this tunnel, I accidentally deleted this tunnel, which goes up here, and trying to put it back in again. Oh my God, that was what led me to taking the roof off in the first place, because nightmare. Okay, the academy is now fully upgraded. It is. Oh, click on it so you can see. Like, it's completely maxed. Everything is researched. We had all the stuff researched, but I just had to, do the extra buildings. So that's done, and because I'd done that, I was then able. And this is one of the reasons, not the only reason, but it's one of the reasons why I put these parks in along here. Because they are the perfect width for the extra academy buildings. And so we've got one at that end. And, oh, God, it's hard controlling the camera down here. And we've got one at that end on this row. And then if I go over here, the last one is just on here. And I've actually extended this. I put in this extra road, and I've put in an extra tunnel. That tunnel goes it's like a big sweeping arc. It goes up here and then comes out here, and it's like a service tunnel. You got the two main tunnels, one from this end which comes up to here. This is the one I had to replace. Nightmare. And then the other one goes from here down into the base down here. I changed the bridges. And took some of the bridges out so we didn't have so many of them. And I think it looks a lot better with less. And I picked ones to get it regular. So I've got to say, I really do like the way these look. So we've got like one at each end, and then the same with this one, and then this center one has just got that one center pillar. So if we look at it from this end, you can see there's just that one right in the center, which is holding the whole roof up. Oh, it's coming up to daylight. So there it is, guys. I will show you the cliff road. Let me crank it up so that it gets light. This cliff road, this was incredibly hard and therefore incredibly fun to build. Come on, yes, there we go. Now we can see a little bit. Now, I pulled a couple of tricks. I terraformed this road into here to sort of cut the edge off this cliff. So this cliff is actually pushed back from where it was, because it used to come out to about here. And then I thought, yeah, I wonder if I can do that with like cut a road into the cliff, because this was smooth. And yeah, you can. It's really not easy. I struggled and struggled and struggled with that for ages. And I played around up here for ages trying to get like the Tokyo Tower in, because people had suggested that, and I really did. I tried every single suggestion that you guys came up with. There's a couple of planes coming out. Love it. Absolutely love it. Is the one coming in? Oh, come on. I know it's trivial, but this is the kind of thing I find very cool. Oh, come on, planes. Oh, look, there it goes. Those actually came from that direction rather than that direction. But I think he just about saw a duck under the fence, so there you go. Okay, I almost forgot to tell you about some of the numbers which are worth looking at, because even though we've got a deficit of like almost 27,000 an hour, we're actually making between $250,000 to $500,000 a day because of the processors and the mega towers, which are our only two sources of income. But we're making a fortune on the processors because, and this is really worth mentioning, if I bring up the tech, you'll see that these are all nicely full of tech all the time. And the reason that they are, see, they're topping up during the day. The reason that they're always full is because of the Academy. The Academy produces tech, and that's keeping those full. So that's why we're making some very, very nice profits. Thank you. Like I said, it's between $250,000 to $500,000 a day in profits, as you can see. So I'll let that run, because I might show you that again, because it does, like I said, it does go, well, there you go, 300,000. Okay, what else? There was one other thing I wanted to show you quickly, which was the population. I mean, we've only got a population of 3,000, but we do have like 7,000 commuting in. We've got some low wealth, some medium wealth, not really high wealth, because we've got a whole load of high wealth. We're nicely filling our jobs. We're doing fine, thanks very much. We've even got shoppers commuting in. God knows why, because we've got no shops. But hey, I'm not going to complain. The rest of it kind of doesn't matter, to be absolutely honest. So there you go. That's a quick look at the numbers. So there it is. There is our secret research base. I absolutely love it. I think a lot of you guys do too. It has been just an awesome, awesome, awesome build. I love this place. And that's it. That's it. There's no more to say. There's no more to do. Next stop, Omega.